Hello, beautiful people of the YouTube world. It is me and Lucky Pants and our Boxo stuff coming to you from the farm out here in the Outer Banks. I wanted to get on today and talk about bullies. Why am I talking about bullies? Well, we've experienced bullying when our girls were, when my daughter was in public school and when she was in private Montessori school. I'm now experiencing a bully in the pasture. He's over there. Let's see if I can do this. That little guy right there with his ears back right now. So he's a little teenage punk and he thinks that he can bully me around, and I told him no. And I'm going to fight back. So that way he knows not to mess with me anymore. When my daughter had a bully last year, she kept asking, why me? Why me? And I said, well, bullies pick the brightest lights to pick on. She said, but I've always tried to be nice. What am I doing wrong? And I said, you're doing everything right. You're going to keep being nice because you're going to show her that that's your response, and that even when someone else is mean, it doesn't give you the right to be mean either. And she did that, and it was very hard for her. And on the last day, I told her if she wanted to tell the girl to go F herself, if she said something mean, she could. And she said, no, Mommy, I'm not going to do that. And she was nice to her, and she found out that the person was nice back. When someone bullies us, it's often easier to crumple and wither away than stand up. And it gives your power away to do that. They take your power from you. And it hurts you to do that. So before Christmas, I was an emotional wreck. I was a mental sadness puddle. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. And I didn't have the opportunity to do that. Hello. Thank you for the kisses. I didn't have the opportunity to do that because of the commitments and all the things that we had planned to do. And so Chris and I were running to the shipping center to ship off a bunch of ornaments that I hadn't wanted to do in the first place, and was a whole miscommunication as to how I got pulled into doing those ornaments. But I had finished them and I wanted to ship them, and the woman at the shipping center was mean, downright mean. And I was struggling with understanding, and she just got meaner and more impatient. And I know that that's a reflection of how she feels on the inside. I know that the pain that she's experiencing and the way that she feels on the inside is fucking miserable, and that's why she treats people like that. I get it. However, I was already in such a really sad state to begin with, and probably shouldn't have been out in public anyways, that I began to cry. Legit tears, crying. He's like nudging me with his food pan. Hello. I legit began to cry. And I said, I can't do this. And I walked away, and Chris finished the order and got in the car. I then experienced a very similar scenario happen at a little restaurant in New York that we went to for breakfast one morning. And I couldn't figure out how to work the fork dispenser. And instead of coming over and nicely showing me, the woman came over and was mean and bitchy about it. Before she even came over, I was like, I'm the person that you guys make fun of when you're working at the bagel shop, aren't I? The person that just doesn't understand, and it's something simple in your eyes, but it's something complicated in my eyes, even if it's just a fork dispenser. And this woman came over and treated me exactly the way that I know other service people to treat people. And I understand. So I actually need to finish the story. So then the third time that this happened, and I didn't say anything to that woman, I just got pissed and I left. And so it had to happen again for me to really get the lesson, right? So the third time that it happens is dramatic. My girls fell off a ski lift. And it wasn't just, oops, they fell down. It was like they were dragged for a little ways, and the one then dragged the other one, and there was like a rope as it starts its incline, like the last point of falling that's okay, I guess, and she fell on that rope. So she fell about 4 feet, the older one. The younger one fell off the ledge, like she was shoved and pushed off the ledge. I'm in skis. My husband's in skis. We have a third child, and there's a line of people behind us, all in skis. However, because the accidents like this can happen, the mountain staffs people that aren't in those equipments to come and help in case there's a problem or there's an accident. And the one dude couldn't even shut off the ski lift. Like, he was in such shock as it was happening. And that's why our one daughter was dragged so far and then dropped it like 4 or 5 feet hanging in the air. In skis, nonetheless. Thank God she didn't have poles. That was a whole nother argument with her. But anyways, the one dude was in such shock that he was delayed in turning off the ski lift. And when he finally did, he was in such shock that he didn't know what to do. So then this young girl comes out and starts, like, not being nice again to me, in particular. Is like this attitude of how stupid could I be to bring these novice kids on the ski lift. Mind you, we had skied all over the front face of the mountain. Now we're on the back face of the mountain. And they did every single chairlift totally fine every time. And so she's pissed. And she's mean. And I wanted to shrivel away and I wanted to shrink away. And instead, I finally got an attitude. And I guess it's pretty hard to get one out of me. And it took that huge dramatic event to make it happen. But I was like, you're not going to treat me like this. And so she got bitchy, I got bitchy. And then she started to realize what she was doing and she stepped back. But I just kept coming back. I was like, you want bitchiness? I'm going to give it full force. And I wasn't like, you stupid. Blah, blah. I didn't even say anything to her like that. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of tied down with my skis right now. So when I'm done doing that, I will try and help her a little bit quicker. But you just stand there, okay? And she was in shock as to my attitude back, I guess. And so I was just a mirrored reflection. I was giving her back all the bitchiness she'd given me. And so with this whole bully scenario, they're not going to stop. The dark energy is not going to stop until we finally say, no fucking more. You're not going to do that to me. And so this little dude over here, Zeke, he's in the pasture, and he is the young man on the totem pole. He's the youngest. He's not a year old yet. I don't know when his birthday is. But he's like a dumb teenager, and so everybody picks on him, so he's going to find who he can pick on. And he's going to treat them the same way that he's been treated. Today, he bit me. He legit bit me on the arm and has proceeded to chase me around with his ears back, coming to bite me again, and tried multiple times. So I whacked him in the face once. I yelled at him. I whacked him in the face when he hit me, or bit me. And then I yelled at him. And finally, I had to buck and kick at him as if I was a horse for him to get the message, don't fucking touch me. Don't do this behavior. You mind your own business and go do you. I'm not going to seek him out. I'm not going to go beat the crap out of him. I'm not going to discipline him more or anything like that, but I'm going to stand up for what's right. And him biting me and hurting me isn't what's right. You just ate all over me. Oh, you want me to shake this up for you, home slice? There you go. Is that better? So with that said, there's 2 lessons. 2. First lesson, be kind. When people are struggling out there, it's not to make your day a shitty day, and it's not to make you have to explain it for the 1,000,000th time. It's because they actually don't understand, and they need somebody to guide them and help them on the journey. If you see somebody struggling, especially if they're in skis with poles and their kid just fell off a ski lift, no wait, both kids fell off a ski lift, I was in shock. I was a little bit confused and dumbstruck, and I couldn't figure out how to make the girl's boot go back into the ski trying to help her out. Be kind. Be kind. That's the basic rule of thumb. Treat people the way you would want to be treated. He's like beating me with the speed pan. What are you doing? Second rule. If you're being bullied, stand up for yourself. Say no fucking more. You're not going to treat me this way. And make a boundary. If they proceed to go past that boundary, stand your ground. It's okay. Like, I don't care what anybody else says. Keep your proof, keep all your documentation, all that stuff that you need. I had kids telling me when I was in high school to go kill myself because the world would be a better place. You know where those kids are now? They're stuck in the hometown, living the same shitty ass life that they're always going to live, and feeling shitty and sorry for themselves because they never decided to grow past the victimization that they'd put on themselves. So stand up for your fucking selves and go be the warrior that I know that you're out there to be. You know what? Rule number 3. If you're the bully out there, the more you bad negative shit that you put out into the world, the more it's going to come back on you. So stop. Just stop. Find the kindness. Find the love. When you're really struggling, bite your tongue, don't say anything. All right, that's my shenanigans for today. Where are you, dude? You say hi to the camera. You say hi, I'm Lucky Dunbar. All right, well, we love y'all. We hope you have a beautiful day wherever you may be in the world. I hope that your day's full of peace and love, and if it's not, stand your boundaries. Fucking stand up for yourself. And guess what? I haven't had anybody treat me that way, so the universe, I got the message, like, that whole thing stopped. So stand up for yourselves, do what's best for you, listen to your heart, listen to your gut, and if you're a bully, stop being fucking mean. All right, peace, love, namaste, adios, guys.